Prescott now. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The extra point up and good by Auburn. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Steps away and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Damone Clark. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 61 yards. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught on the left flat. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He gets it to Cooks. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 7 from the 20. On the option right is Jackson. Across midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 28. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's park for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep the lead at 8.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. That's dumped off to Poe. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score there on to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now Jackson on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the...